play at that ball. So the Majestics have brought along their big supporters, and they're all very pensive at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they'll get a little bit vociferous as things go their way. So we want to say hello to all the Majestic supporters. They've turned out in crowd, not only in the final, but they've seen the boys made it through to the last two.
Oh! Walking down the track and looking to swing for the fences, so Sajat loses his stumps. Walking down the track looking to go up and over the top. And nothing is sweeter for a fast bowler than to see the stumps, the furniture disturbed.
2,500 minus 500.
26 for 1.
Yeah, he was looking for a big one, Sajat. Skipping down the track and a big miss. Patted in. Right on the wicket, bowled in.
$1,000 का ये
And the
कंप्यूटर
big
दिया
crowd
तो मैं
erupts
दे
right next to us.
Yes, Matt, I was just making the point they're rather quiet so far, but then comes the big scream, and
You got it, you got it.
there you go, 26 for 1, Majestics with one in the bag already. So challengers, Orient Iron is on 8, and we'll have to wait the new man. Is that Gale?
They good?
Yeah.
So Stennett Gale is the batsman who comes to the middle.
Oh man.
So Stennett Gale walks to the middle, and he joins Orient Irons. Irons on 8. And Deccan Challengers have spirited Players Pavilion, as those were up on their feet in support of the opening batters.
Now they're down.
And we'll see whether or not that continues with one wicket already down. And had it not been spring stumps led, we could have seen a stump cartwheeling. As a sweet strike by Chris Patterson.
Yes, Carl, but I've seen those spring stumps. I've seen stumps come out of those springs at times. It might have been one of those loose screws. So Gale comes in at number 3.
That's what you call like a furniture destruction. In fact, saw a Jafra Archer hit one of those stumps once, and the ball flew off the stumps and went for 6.
That ball, so Gale can score off his first ball. And that'll conclude the third over, 26 for 1. Deccan Challengers. A bittersweet start. They did lose the wicket of Sajat, but they are still going at firmly going at over 8 runs and over.
And if you take a look here at the leading wicket takers in the league so far, Derek Narayan among the wickets, 13 wickets to his tally at an average of 8.7 apiece on the 4 economy rate. So he's been the leading wicket taker or the leading bowler in the league to this point. And then Chris Patterson. Chris Patterson is 11 wickets for Majestics.
Yes, it is on YouTube.
Yeah, MMZ's Matthew Lachena with 13 wickets as well. And Rabindra Ruplal with 11 wickets from MMZ. So Narayan, again the leading wicket taker so far, starts once again with no run. 26 for 1.
Thank you.
We're into over number 4 here. As Orient Irons, the man on strike. Ball number 2 coming up. And it's taking an edge and flying to the right of a diving Bisson Dial. And they scamper for 1, come back for a second. And the ladies in the Majestics camp screaming.
Yes, Carl, we'll have to in cricket clubs there a drop chance for Orient Irons. And the score is 28-1 in the fourth over, being bowled here by Derek Narayan, the leading wicket taker in the tournament. And Carl, he's not only the leading wicket taker, he's the leading run scorer. So he has had quite a bit this season.
So if this was a professional franchise tournament, I wonder which cap Derek would prefer to wear.
Yeah, well, when he's bowling and fielding, he'll probably wear the purple cap. And I guess when it's turn to bat, Carl, he wears the yellow cap.
That's how it would
Makes
work
sense.
out. Yeah, that makes total sense. I would agree.
Makes sense.
Seems logical.
Yes, Carl, with these days of the COVID-19 situation, you've seen cricketers holding someone else's cap and wearing two caps at the same time. So, oh, this one rockets into the non-striker stump, but no touch on the ball. And umpire Joe Dookie trying to get out of the way had it not been for the spring stumps.
Yes, every man taking evasive action. And in the end, the stumps are the ones that is the instrument that saves the day, or at least saves some runs for Majestics.
Yes, Carl, it's shots like that probably we will see later on. We've also seen the umpires in Australia try out holding a shield as they umpired. Whether or not that will become standard regulations for umpire, we'll wait and see. But for now, Joel Dookie only has 3 sticks in front of him to block him. And by the way, as it relates to Joel Dookie, he is a West Indies approved umpire, having done for his division cricket in Trinidad and Tobago, Carl, over his spare time when it's cold in the USA. He goes over to Trinidad and Tobago, and he's A1 umpires when he gets there.
I have no idea.
So 29 at the end of 4 with irons on 11, and Gale yet to get off the mark.
Control it is there. Score right. Here it is working. Huh?
Yeah,
Overlay is not.
यहाँ पे नहीं.
इसमें करें कुछ. इसमें एक duplicate
So-
करके try करते हैं.
So Gale and Irons being implored to bat long. There's a suggestion that it is if they bat 15 overs, somebody should raise 100. That's left to be seen. 21 overs remaining here, so
Let's see what happens.
both batsmen seem to be working themselves in as the new bowler has been introduced here. Nick
This is right.
Ramratan has been given the ball.
Yes, Carl. Early change as Chris Patterson gets a relief. And Patterson 2 overs, no mean 1 for 12. Got a wicket in his last over.
So Ramratan picks up the attack here and he'll bowl to Irons. Irons on 11 has faced just 8 balls so far, including a 1-4.
Stream हुई तो वो चला गया.
He gets one right in the block hole, so good length straight away. Can't usually get any elevation on deliveries of that sort, as it's right in the block hole. Usually forces the batsman to take a defensive approach.
Yes, Carl. Irons has made a very good start. He looks a solid batsman. He's up to 11. Yeah, quality ball, quality stroke. He picks up another single. Is Irons, and now brings Kenneth Gale back into strike. They've lost the wicket of Mohammed Sajaf for 13. He came blazing, and it's up to 30 for 1 in the 5th over.
माइक नहीं उसके पास सब है.
Big strike, up and over, quality looking stroke, and that's gone away for another boundary.
Yeah, full toss, should have been punished. And it's 34 without loss. Gale gets off the mark with a 4.
तब ऐसे आ गया.
Yeah, it's taken a bit of time, but he's caught up with one ball. Stand Gale.
तो पहले ये ऑन करना है बाद में ये ट्रेस करना है.
So ball was there to be hit, and he obliged just lifting it easily up and over the restricted on offside field for a boundary.
In the air, gone, leading edge. Always a tough one for a batsman. Stenneth Gale, obviously not his intentions, but the leading edge causing a soft dismissal in the end and a easy caught and bowled for Ramratan. Second one down, 34 for 2.
Just didn't time it at all, looking to turn the ball into the onside, and had gone through with the shot well before the ball arrived, and succeeds in getting the leading edge. He goes cheaply, and so it's 34 for 2 as we'll try to pick up the new batsman who arrives out in the middle. So Nadkarni walks to the middle. Rohan Nadkarni walks out, and he will face up to Nick Ramratan, who struck early. In his very first over, he removes a dangerous-looking Stenneth Gale. And the first ball, taking him on the pad, and no chance to score. 34 for 2, we're still in over number 5, being bowled by Nick Ramratan.
Yes, Carla. A good over so far. Always considered a good over when you get a wicket. Nicholas Ramratan, he's given up a boundary, but he's picked up the wicket of Gale. And with 34 for 2 on the board, Rohan Nadkarni comes out at 4. So ball sliding down the leg side. Called a wide from umpire Krishna. And Carl Krishna has done a lot of work in this league and over the years in the Commonwealth League. Very prominent umpire. And quality ones too. In fact, both umpires here, they brought out their best. And why not? This is championship day. So 5 overs gone is 35 for 2 with irons on 12. Rohan yet to get off the mark. And it's 35 for 2. The batsman now Sajjad for 13 and Gale for 4.
Where is Ajit bhai? Ajit bhai ki? Hello? Hello Ajit bhai.
So ball tickled straight to square leg, and batsmen go through for a single.
How you doing the power?
Why is it coming like this?
So 36 for 2. Rohan comes back into strike. Irons is on 13. Patadin has come back for her second bowling spell, relieving Nicholas Ramratan. And so the plan here is to not allow the batsman to settle in one particular bowler, but to mix things up a little bit. We've seen very short spell from Nicholas Ramratan and also Patadin. Ball draws Rohan Nadkarni forward. He remains on, well, he hasn't scored yet. It's 36 for 2 in the 6th over.
transition.
Yes, तो बताएगा क्या करता नहीं है ओके हम try to fix आता ना कर ये कर सी आई
So ball eased into the onside. Rohan now gets off the mark. And so Carl score goes up to 32. So we are at Eisenhower Park. A park that probably was opened in 1926. And a park that has been named after a former president of the United States, Dwight Eisenhower. And that is what, Carl, 34th president of the United States, I think.
I think a little later than that, but
Where? What?
we'll confirm it. 38 on the board at the moment.
So good tidy bowling here from Patadin, but the batsman does well to get a cheeky single. A single that takes the score up to 39 for 2. And they're going at 6.6 and over. Still 115 balls to be bowled.
Right, correct again, Len. He was the 34th president, so you're spot on. Good research work done.
We should have gone on a bet. So well bowled is the call from the Majestic's camp, and quite rightly so. Patadin has bowled 3 overs, no mid 1 for 16, and that was a tidy over. And over that only conceded 4 runs. So Patadin using his experience and certainly his skill to really bowl a good spell so far. 39 for 2 at the end of 6.
So while there's a break in the action, again want to remind our fans and spectators of the support of the sponsors for the CCL 2020. They include Raj Gagi Real Estate, Sona Punjab Restaurant, Laddie Productions, Bengali Sweets, and Tuhi. Without their support, CCL would not be possible. So we want to thank our sponsors and congratulate the administrators of the CCL.
Yes, Carl, and I think we had lunch from Sona Punjabi restaurant, didn't we?
Yes, Len, it was excellent lunch, scrumptious. And so we thank them for continually providing their support to the CCL.
So Rohan goes up to 3, it's 40 on the board. And things have been relatively quiet here for Deccan Challengers. They won the toss and they've elected to bat.
And they actually started off like a house on fire, first 2 overs for a lot of runs, but since then Majestics have fought back to pull the run rate back quite meaningfully. With 6 overs now gone, they're going at just under 7 runs per over.
Yes, Carl, a house on fire, and pretty soon the fire truck came. So 40 for 2, we're in over number 7. Nicholas Ramratan continues. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Irons. And it could be the first. Well, in fact, it's a 1 bounce 4. And I thought that was going to go for the first maximum of the day. But a good looking shot from Oret Irons. He goes up to 18. It's 44 for 2.
Yes, Len, a good looking shot. Went aerial, was looking to go for maximum, didn't hit it as emphatically as he would have liked, but hit it well enough. Once he got it up and over the infield, Derek Narayan gave chase, but could not prevent it from carrying it to the boundary. 44 up on the board, and Irons goes up to 18, so he's batted well.
So man posted out to the deep, it appears Steve Rupnarain, I think it is, has gone out there. Ball getting an edge. Mark Puran does well to prevent only a single. And a single that takes Irons up to 19. He's looked the part, Carl. He's played a couple of good shots and you've got away with some balls that probably got a little better of him. But so far he's posted 19. It's 45 for 2.
Yes, then partnership here starting to build between Ned Carney and Irons. Irons doing a lot of the work so far. This one worked again into the onside. The square leg is diving away. Shafiq Khan posted at backward square. Can't stop one. And so that pushes the tally along. And to your point, Len, it brings along the faithful in the Majestics camp. They've brought quite a few ladies with them to support the cause. And so far, they've brought them some good luck as they've effected 2 dismissals so far. 2 wickets down for 46. We're into over number 7. This of a 25 over matchup.
Yeah, we see our good friend Vic passing across. Vic from the Titans team.
Shafiq, not a good throw. Had a miscommunication there, and Orit Irons was running to the danger end, and he picked up cleanly, did Shafiq Khan, but the throw was errant, and so as a result, it allowed the batters to scamper through for the single.
So 47 for 2 at the end of 7. They're going at 6 and over.
There's still 1 delivery remaining. Alright, so over completed. 47 for 2.
Yes, Carl, these umpires are on their toes, and I'm pretty sure that the first thing that you did in umpire school is to learn to count to 6.
Even though if you see an umpire these days, then when they don't have that counter.
सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਨੈਕਟਿਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਲੱਗ
at over number 8, and so far the bowling figures. Mohammed Sajjad, so far the bowling figures. Chris Patterson, 3 overs 1 for 16. Derek Narayan, 2 overs none for 13. Nick Ramartan, 2 overs 1 for 14. And now Karamchand Ramnarayan has been introduced into the attack here. The batsmen out so far for Deccan Challengers. Mohammed Sajjad for 13. He was bowled by Patadin. Stennett Gale then fell for 4 as he was caught and bowled by Nick Ramertan. And the 2 batters now out to the middle. Orit Irons and Rohan Nadkarni. 47 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. Karamchand Ramnarayan to continue.
Yeah, Carl, Ramnarayan is a quality spinner. Good left-arm leg spinner. So spin for the first time. Oret Irons on 20 of 17. Not Carney on 4.
Strike rotation straight away for Irons. So he goes up to 21. Score pushing on the verge of perhaps the first milestone line. 48 on the board, so 2 away from what would be the first milestone. Still with 8 wickets in hand, number of overs remaining. Would be just about 17 remaining after this one. Taken on the pad. Confident appeal by Ramnarayan, but in the end, perhaps recognizing that ball may have been either pitched outside leg or drifting down the leg side.
Yeah, he's also bowling over the wicket, so it's a little bit of a difficult angle to left-hand spinners. So 48 for 2, not Carney still on 4.
Actually is bowling around the wicket. Coming through and around. 48 for 2 in total here for Deccan Challengers, who won the toss and elected to bowl first.
So 1 in the over so far with a couple of leg before appeal. So this is good bowling from Karamchand Ramnarayan. He's a quality spinner, Carl. Seen him bowl before.
So far, they've not been able to negotiate him with any bit of confidence.
Oh, shot through the offside. You're going to beat the man at cover. And it goes away for 4. What a shot here from Rohat Nadkarni. He goes up to 8 and brings the 50 up here. For Deccan Challengers, they're up to 52 for 2.
Yes, Len, and spoiled. It would have been a very good over from Ramratan, and just with an offer. And Nadkarni pounces on it straight away. And once he got it into the gap, it raced away to bring up the 50. And 50 comes up inside of 8 overs, 52 for 2. 8 overs completed.
So 53 for 2. Sharp single taken. I'm pretty sure, Carl, if Krishna had the opportunity to go upstairs, he probably may have want to have a look at that. But the big question is, where is upstairs here? Where is upstairs?
That is the question. That is the question. Is in the treetop?
On the tree.
Okay, upstairs in the tree. So we got to put a man up in the tree. So when we send it upstairs, the man in the tree can adjudicate. I might have a branch. I have a nice little like a V branch up on the top that you could sit in. So 53 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets.
And Carl, the technology is already out with drone. Oh, that's a big shot. Go.
Man comes in. Oh, doesn't take it. Rupna Ryan running for all he was worth. And in the end, he did all the hard work to get there. And then he puts it on the turf.
Yeah, that's a very good effort by Steve Rupna Ryan. Did all he could to get to the ball. And got to the ball, he did. But just didn't hold on when it all mattered. So a tough chance. And I'm pretty sure, Carl, in your little comments there, I'm pretty sure it'll be a tough chance put down by Steve Rupna, right? So 55 for 2, we are in over number 9. A 21-run partnership. Nadkarni on 10, the man on strike. And Oret Irons on 22. Not often you'll see a name like that.
Oh, thinking about going back for a second in the end. Good work by Rupna Ryan out in the deep. Keeping the batsman to just 1.
Yeah, Carl, Rupna Ryan is one of the better fielders around in this league. He's very swift onto the ball. He gets quickly, makes good ground very swiftly.
Very fleet-footed for sure. And so clearly, you can see that he uses his speed to his advantage.
So ball turned, very fine, good batting here from Irons. And he goes up to 23, so a partnership of 23. Irons is on 23, 57 for 2 at the end of, in fact, not a ball, but 57 for 2.
Oh, clean them up. Clean them up. And that's the end of Oret Irons. So Nadkarni, in fact, Nadkarni has to go. And it's, what is it, 57? For 3.
So 58 for 3. Irons is on 23. He'll be the man on strike. Mark Puran has been introduced into the attack. So he will come into bowl over number 10. 96 balls remaining. This is a 25 overs, a side game. And this is second final of the day. We saw Titans winning the morning championship. And now Majestics takes on Deccan Challengers with the news. Challengers have won the toss and they've elected to bat. And at the end of 9, they're batting a 58 for 3. Wilberforce Harris has come out to the middle. And Oret Irons, Carl, on 23. Should he get a big score today, we can, no pun intended, but we can probably say Irons has made a very solid score of 23.
Transition नतु वक्त ये लोगों ने नतु बताया
He's done well so far. Ooh. This one is driven up into the cover region. And they scamper through for 1. We're thinking of a second in the end, and now they come back for the second. And so they get through for 2.
Yes, one of those scorers' nightmare. If you're scoring with pen, you'd put a single down, Carl, and then you look up a second later and they see the overthrow, and then you have to do some untidy work on your book. So 60 for 3, we're in the 10th over. Mark Puran just around the 30-yard circle run. And he comes into bowl to Oret Irons on 25. So ball guided away nicely. Opens up the chance here for Wilberforce Harris to come on strike, Carl, and get off the mark. 61 for 3 in the 10th. So if you want to bat for $5, this is your chance. Real chance, a raffle chance. 6 bats being raffled off today. The raffle price is only $5.
And so you have 6 chances to win, and there are all kinds of quality bats. Spartan, Kookaburra, MRF, all in the arsenal here. Solid blend, DSC as well. So there's some solid bats here. Again, just $5 for a ticket, so you have to be in it to win it. 6 chances you'll get to win one of these many bats. So come on up and put your secure your ticket, put your chance in the box so that you can give yourself a chance to walk away with one or more of these very elegant bats.
Yes, Carl, and the probability sometimes always lies with someone who doesn't play the game. So if you're not playing the game and you're watching cricket today, buy a raffle ticket, trust me.
Oh! Another one cutting a ball that's much too close to him to cut, and watches it onto the stumps. And so Puran strikes in his first over as well. It's now 61 for 4. Wilberforce goes for no score. And that would be a golden duck. And it brings the Majestic contingent to their feet. A lot of excitement to the Majestic camp. As the ladies watching and securing and seeing things happen here. 61 for 4. $5 for a ticket. Very good opportunity to win. There's not that many tickets in here, so if you have a ticket, you could easily secure. Your raffle.
So another raffle ticket sold. Yeah, someone was asking if these bats comes with runs. Nah, you will have to put that on yourself. So John Lewis comes to the middle, 61 for 4. Mark Puran has struck. Oh, cut away. Good looking shot here from John Lewis.
Good work in the deep. And saves a couple. Thank you, sir. Good luck. So if you haven't picked up your tickets, come on up and get your ticket for the raffle. Got to be in it to win at 6.
Signal 4?
Yeah.
No.
Signal 4?
No.
Was that 4? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So John Lewis gets off the mark with a boundary. Good looking shot, 65 for 4. Oh, behind the wicket keeper. So another single here to John Lewis. And Lewis goes up to 5. And it's 66 for 4, Carl, in the 10th over. We both here with Mark Puran. Puran 8 runs in the over so far.
After the wicket was 2 or 1 or 2. Let me get the ticket in then. Let me get the ticket. Okay, come around.
So the ball goes up towards the bowler. That completes over number 10. And after 10 is 66 for 4. 66 for 4.
सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਨੈਕਟਿਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਲੱਗ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਾਣਾਂਗੇ ਸੋਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਐਂਡ ਲੌਂਜ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ ਹਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਪੰਮੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੈਫ ਪਰਮਜੀਤ ਮੁਲਤਾਨੀ ਦੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਸਟੋਰੀ in program Business of the Week which Saturday 7:30 p.m. only on Just Punjabi.
So ball heading down the leg side, called a wide, signal by umpire Krishna. And so 67 on the card, Carl. John Lewis on 5. Irons is on 26, and we're in the 11th over. The ball here by Nicholas Ramaratan. He's got 2 for 21 so far.
Good looking shot. And batsman picks up another single. So score goes up to 68. 68 for a loss of 4 wickets. And so Majestics fighting themselves into a solid position here. As this one is going down the leg side. And wide is the indication from umpire Krishna. And so a couple more at it takes the score up to 70. Still the 10th over, the 11th over rather, just underway. And so again, this is a 25 over matchup between 2 of the best teams in this championship series.
Yes, a bit of an overthrow allowing the batsman that should have been one. Ends up to be 72 for 4. A lot of tip and run at the moment. Tidy bowling from Majestics. Ramaratan has picked up a couple of wickets for 26 so far. So good control bowling here from Majestics.
Father.
Partner. What's your name?
Smith.
Smith or Smith and Karan?
You don't have change?
No.
Change it.
So $5 raffle are going around, and please, if you have change.
You don't have change.
So ball eludes Derek Narain. Patted in does well, a diving stop.
I didn't die.
And the score goes up by 1 to 73 for 4. So $5 raffles are going around. Sharad and Smith come under the orange tent and try to bring exact change. Exact change at this ATM, please. So 74 for 4, 8 runs in the over. John Lewis is on 9, the man on strike. And Irons is on 27. So they're going at 6.8 and over.
Still a good ways to go, and so some bit of repair work is required here. Oh! In the air and didn't get a hold of it as well as he would have liked. Succeeds in getting a couple. So he moves the tally along. That will close out another over here. And so 10 runs from it. It's 76 for the loss of 4 wickets. With 10 overs gone, with 11 overs gone.
सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਨੈਕਟਿਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਲੱਗ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ। ਜਾਣਾਂਗੇ सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च दे ओनर हरमिंदर सिंह पम्मी ते शेफ परमजीत मुल्तानी दी सक्सेस स्टोरी इन प्रोग्राम बिजनेस ऑफ द वीक विच Saturday 7:30 p.m. only on Just Punjabi.
The man who have gotten the most wicket last year, we heard.
सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ
He starts well with a dot ball and Carl is 27 to irons. He seems to be the only batsman that has offered some bit of fight here towards Majestics.
Yes, Len has been very steady, if unspectacular. And for now, that's what's required. Just looking to solidify the middle order here. Picks up another single down the ground, so continues to be effective. He goes up to 28.
Yes, Carl, we've seen some tidy bowling from Majestics, backed up with some very good ground feeling. We've only seen one chance given, in fact 2. And they were difficult chance, I must say. One was in the region of Steve Narain, who did well to get to the ball. And then also we saw a little spill from Bisundia, the keeper. Otherwise than that, they've blocked a lot of boundaries and they've made sure one stays one. We've seen a couple of overthrows though. Quicker ball, full toss, ball stroked away nicely by John Lewis. And Lewis picks up a dozen runs now. It's 78 for 4. So 12 overs gone, 79 for 4. So Mark Puran, 1 over for 8. He picked up a wicket. will come into bowl at 79 for 4. 12 overs gone.
Jump.
So we're just about the halfway stage. Well, I say just about. 3 balls there will make it exactly half. Yeah, I think so. So here is Puran, runs into bowl to Irons. Irons gets a good ball, has to make some bit of adjustment. And Bisun Dial does well to keep the ball in play.
And I gotta tell you, for Puran, that action looks a tad bit suspect. Yeah, that might be subject to a referral.
So 79 for 4. John Lewis is on 12. Irons is on 29 of 30 balls. And get your raffle tickets. Contact Smith and Sharad. Those are the what we may call the money changers. And they're the businessman for today. They're doing the raffle stuff. Make sure you bring exact change, because if you wanna buy a $5 raffle with a $20, good chance Sharad and Smith will tell you bye-bye.
Well, or buy the whole 4, spend the whole 20 on it. You gotta give yourself more chances to win. I mean, to buy a bat, one of these quality bats for $20, I mean, I think you're underselling yourself if you don't take as many chances as you can.
Or Carl, the other news coming out of Washington, the mint place, they tell us that certain currencies are in short demand. So is the $5 part of that? You're in finance, Carl. Tell me. I'm gonna start making some.
Gotta start putting some new ones in circulation. And as Puran, ball driven again back along the track, there's still no chance to score. And so the score remains at 81. 81 for 4. As Deccan Challengers winning the toss earlier here and deciding that they would take first strike. And they started off quite well. But since the beginning of times, we've seen things pull back quite a bit. And after the first few overs, the first over went for 7, the next one went for 17, the third over to 26, and after like 5 overs, 35 for 2, after 8 overs, 52 for 2. But since then, we have seen Majestics fight all the way back, as this one is worked away for a boundary. And so the score goes up to 85 for the loss of 4 wickets with 13 overs completed.
Zero the score? 13 over 4 wickets.
So at the halfway point of the innings, we'll take a pause here and return when cricket resumes at Eisenhower Park with Deccan Challengers batting first against Majestic. They're 85 for 4 with 13 overs completed.
सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਨੈਕਟਿਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਲੱਗ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ। ਜਾਣਾਂਗੇ ਸੋਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਐਂਡ ਲੌਂਜ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ ਹਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਪੰਮੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੈਫ ਪਰਮਜੀਤ ਮੁਲਤਾਨੀ ਦੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਸਟੋਰੀ in program Business of the Week, which Saturday 7:30 p.m. only on Just Punjabi. सोना पंजाब रेस्टोरेंट एंड लॉन्च बेलरॉस न्यूयॉर्क जो पिछले 30 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੇਟਰਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਨੈਕਟਿਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਲੱਗ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ। ਜਾਣਾਂਗੇ ਸੋਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਰੈਸਟੋਰੈਂਟ ਐਂਡ ਲੌਂਜ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ ਹਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਪੰਮੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੈਫ ਪਰਮਜੀਤ ਮੁਲਤਾਨੀ ਦੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਸਟੋਰੀ in program Business of the Week which Saturday 7:30 p.m. only on Just Punjabi.
The CPL is that thing. I mean, that whole thing is that whole thing is to see who play Trinidad in the final.
If they lose, if Trinidad lose, they should.
That thing is to. I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, this Zara. Why?
મારો તો ફોન એમને લેવો હોય
Look
તો
at Patriot. Why? So many people.
Oh shit. પકડ રાખ પકડી રાખ
Let it go this way. Let it go all the way down. Okay, I got my meals. Wait. Here you go.
See this thing flying away.
હા તું કર તું ખોલે રાખ હીરું નીકળી ગયું જો અને પેલી સાઈડનું નીકળી ગયું ચાલે આવી ગયું તું કર હું એ સાઈડ કરું